I'm really hoping that this is going to work. So yeah, we're coming on. We're going to make sure that everything was okay. I got to the part where it was showing the loading screen, as in the screen that I've got right now, and the camera died. Because I thought my computer would be powerful enough to charge it, but unfortunately it's not. Although when I say computer, I mean laptop. We're just gonna leave it like that. It's more like a brick or a door stopper, depending on how you look at it. Right, so from 8, but I have decided to come on and show you what's for dinner. Although you could really say it's the end, like me when I keep playing with this pepper because I'm nervous. Pepper is included in the recipe. So I got a meal subscription called HelloFresh. If you're in the UK, you'll definitely know what it's about. You get these lovely little cards that tell you exactly what you're supposed to do, and it's very, if I bring it a little bit closer, is it then gives you like your ingredient list and also pictures. I really need the pictures, but they come in handy. So we're gonna cook this for however long it needs to be, and then when it's ready and you get to see the finished product, then I'm going off because I'd like to have some dinner. So it's, what is it called? Barbecue sausage skewers with cheesy chips. I've not had cheesy chips before, and rocket salad. Rocket salad would be nice. So we are going to start on this lovely recipe and go from there. So step 1 was preheat your oven to 200 degrees. We've got it at 180 because that's kind of like the part that we always go for. And for the chips is that we're going to use this lovely thing. If anyone's never used an air fryer, then get one. That's all I'm going to say. It kind of like revolutionises. I always said it. Revolutionises your life. Oh my god, it's like a fucking tongue twister. So this is what's going to be used for the chips. Literally, it's just mains and then we're sorted. And it's good because you can't see it. You see this little bad boy. Anyway, so it says preheat your oven to 200 degrees. Put the skewers in a bowl of water to soak. So I have a little container and I've got it in the sink right now just because it was much easier for me. And they are soaking. Just potentially. I'm not trying to like tip over the water because then I'll literally go everywhere. Chopped potatoes into 2 centimetre width, no need to peel, put them on a tray, and then we need to cook them for 20 minutes. Okay, so they give you like, you put them in packs, so this is enough. So we've got tea tatties, and if no one knows what tatties mean, go look it up. So because we're kind of using the worktop for, nothing ever goes smoothly in my house. We're using the worktop for, we're just going to put the chopping board on top of the cooker. That's what I was trying to say. So it's just into veggies, although I'm going to make mine more like chips, if that makes sense. The thing is, like, I have tried HelloFresh quite a bit and I quite like it. The only thing is, my wife always doesn't like it. But I find it's quite enjoyable. Like, I think it's kind of helped me maybe develop new skills, if that makes sense. I'm actually quite looking forward to the cheese chips. Although this is still, we're kind of still testing this bad boy, so if there's any feedback at all that you feel like you should be given, i.e. be closer to the camera, or the camera's not in a good position, or you're putting your body a different way than you should be, then we've got Discord for that. Okay, so chopped up. Mine are more like, they're not like wedges. They're definitely not like wedges. they are definitely more towards the chip way than anything else. Although I really should have checked the camera first before coming on, make sure it was okay. So I'm just taking a wee bad part out of the potato. I'll pop it there. So I'm going to try and put the potatoes in at the same time of the skewers, just so that it's going to kind of cook at the same time. Although I am thinking we should have a different camera, as in, it would be cool if I could have a camera like just above me so you can actually see what the fuck I'm like cutting up, etc. But I don't think you can. Before that, I was cutting something and maybe me went straight through my finger. Okay, so let's see. That's enough one. I kind of try and do it. There's quite a lot of chips because it's going to be, oh fuck, that was close. Fuck's sake. I'm trying to like slice my fingers here. There. Okay, so I want to soak these just for a couple of minutes prior to going into the thingy. Although I'm not going to get a bowl from here. We do have this bowl, so this is just going to have to do this. I did kind of prep a wee bit because where the, what do you call that? Where we put the camera mount is where my bowls are. So that is like, I thought it was a good idea. Okay, so we are going to just literally pop this into water and we're just gonna let that steep. Just maybe for about 10 minutes. The thing is, it says like you're supposed to have them inside for about 30 to 45 minutes. That's in the oven though, you only need 20 minutes in the air fryer. Just because like these are brilliant things. That's all we're going to say. Okay, so he says put it onto a tray. We're not doing that. We're doing, and then we need to turn them halfway. We're not doing that part. So next part it says meanwhile half the pepper. Although if anyone watches TikToks like I do, and I would say I'm obsessed with them, I'm not. I am. There was one thing that I learned from them, and it's been a game. And if anyone popped into chat and I haven't said anything, I am sorry. I don't know if this computer's frozen. I don't know the answer to that question. And then you literally, you just, oh for fuck's sake. Like if you ever looked at a paper and then there's like the four like half kind of things, literally half all the way down and then pull and then that's you. Hey presto! One and the other. And before we came on, we washed our fruit and veggies. Okay, so I'm just going to take that wee part out. So that's going in the bin. It's quite handy having a bin right here. So it says, meanwhile, half the pepper and discard the cores of seeds, chop into small pieces, half and peel onion, and then chop into, okay, so we need to, I think that will be okay. So what we're doing is halving them and then I'm kind of putting like 3 bits per half. So if it's like a half, then it's 6. 1, 2. Although what I should really do, and I think that's maybe one thing that I do going forward, is have like a prep bowl And then that means that I have to show you what the hell I'm trying to do. 1, 2. Okay, so then afterwards, half and peel the onion, chop into 4 to 6 wedges. Wedges! Although, I think, actually no, we won't be able to. I'm trying to think out loud there. Although, one thing I hate about onions is that you do want to cry with them. Come on, you know you want to. Oh, or maybe taking 2 layers instead of 1. Shit. I do like onions. Although, I have popped out mince. Wash my hands for 2 seconds. I've popped out mince because I actually want to, in the next couple of days, it's not going to, well actually I need to cook the mince soon. But what I actually want to make. Okay, so let's just double check that nothing is actually popped on and I just haven't seen it. We're just double checking. Because I don't want to be that I miss anything. Okay, so I haven't missed anything. Thank God! Okay, so 4 to 6. So half, and then what? Why do you not give me pictures? Chop into 4 to 6. Well, that's 2. And that's 2. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, and then chop the onion into bite-sized chunks. Okay, so our sausages are here, pork and honey mustard. I don't think I've really had them before. Although we do need a different knife. And we also do need a different chopping board. Because you should always keep them separate. Okay, so we've got, they actually look pretty decent. And if you want to see them, and if Captain's in, don't look at it, don't look. So wee baby one in here. It is a love heart. It's kind of an old one before anyone criticizes me. And we're just gonna pick it up. We will wash our hands afterwards. And bite-sized chunk, we're gonna go with that. Although you're sticky. Trying not to damage sausage that much, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but in my head it does. Although what we're going to try and do is just like that, and just do them as a corner. Okay, here's 3. And there's another 3 and another 3. Although I don't like how they cut. And I know that sounds really stupid to say, but I don't. And I'm trying to put on the air fryer like the last thing as possible. Unfortunately my boiler does fire up when I put on hot water. Okay, so put your veggies and sausage and add half. Okay, so we do need another bowl. This is where I like disappear and go shit. Because I can't reach them. It's not about reaching them, it's more that it moves everything and we don't need anything to move, if that makes sense. Okay, there. Ta-da! Look what she prepared earlier. Joke. So we're gonna use, we need scissors because we need to get in the bad boys. And we need this, and we love this. Okay. Just literally fling everything into the bowl, and it goes in. I'm gonna move this off to one side. You'd think I've done this before. I haven't actually. Okay, veggies in as well. So it was 1 pepper and 1 onion. And we're also going to put pictures up. What did it say every time? Separate the onion layers. Oh shit, we haven't done that. Although we will be able to when we're like smacking it down. So, okay. And then it says, put your veggies mixed carefully together with your handies. Yeah, I don't like that. So it gives you 2 packets of barbecue sauce. So we're only using salt and pepper soon. They like to tell you that quite a bit, and to be honest, I'm quite thankful for it, if that makes sense. Because, let's just say, I usually forgot to season, and then when it came to sitting down and eating, I'm like, why does this taste like it's got no seasoning? Duh. Okay, so we are going to separate the onion layers at the same time. But I'll have to do them by hand. Although I haven't really had skewers before, if that makes sense. We have put our hair up because I don't want to get any hair caught in it, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say they're in good. And we're trying to stop that. Okay, why are you not wanting to separate? Well, here we go. There we go. I'm using a knife to separate them because they do feel like they are stuck together, if that makes sense. I'm actually quite glad I decided to do 4 instead of 6. It's just making things much easier to separate them. Okay, 1, 2, okay, that'll do. And then we're just going to give it a wee stir so it kind of coats it. There, that goes into. So, what are you saying now? Thread. Oh, this is where we get to build the skewers. Although, whilst we're doing that, we're going to pop this bad boy on. Hopefully, it's not good. Love that noise. Okay, so we need 200 degrees for chippies. We need to preheat it for 5 minutes. There we go, done. So, whilst that's doing that, we are going to get our soaked. This is where it could go horribly wrong. There. So, it says, thread the veggies and sausage skewers in the following order. Sausage, pepper, and after a couple of onion pieces and so on. You're aiming for 2 skewers per person. This is me, we're talking about other skewers in the thing, but we do have, if you can just see behind, we've got an oven tray ready to go. So they have been soaked. I don't actually know how long you should soak them for. Okay, so piece of sausage first. Although I'm like, oh my god, why did I decide to do this one? Okay, down it goes, and then a piece of pepper, and then a couple of onion bits. I'm actually quite excited for the onions. I like onions. Here we go, onion, and then we're going for another sausage. Not like ripping it, if that makes complete sense. And then a bit of pepper. And then more onion, and the thing is, this is quite monotonous, but at the same time we need to do this, otherwise there's no dinner for tonight for in-flight meal. And then a bit of sausage. Oh shit, why are you still attached to each other? And you're still attached, oh god, not good. That and a bit of pepper. There we go, there's one. Thing is, they are quite messy. I will show you when I'm done what it looks like. Okay, I am trying to separate sausage from sausage. It's turning out to be pretty hard. scissors to the rescue sometimes. We don't worry, counters will get cleaned afterwards before anyone asks the question like, why are you not doing that now? Like, I know my curtains are clean, they were clean prior to coming on. So that one. And then onion again, a couple of layers. Then we're going for a piece of sausage. Got you. And then we're going for a bit of pepper. I was about to say onion, and like that's definitely not an onion. Although that is a... Come on, come on, straight through. Oh, that was nearly my finger. And then we're going for another piece of sausage. If we can kind of get this like it's kind of like equal, then I shall be happy. And then another piece of pepper, and that's 2 skewers. Okay, so sausage time again. I don't know what, like I'm trying to get it through it, but I'm trying to make sure it's not gonna separate. So I kind of wiggle it. I don't know if that's the best technique. I really don't. But it's the technique that's working for us. That's a very, very thin bit of, oh god. Okay, and then we're going for another bit of sausage. How many bits of sausage? 3 on each. We should have enough. Actually, I think we'll have more than enough. And a bit of, we actually might. Then a bit of onion. I'm looking at it thinking, what have I done wrong? You better not beep in 2 minutes, because otherwise I'm going to slap you. Well, I know it will. Ah! And then another bit of sausage. See, I'm just trying to wiggle it through, and then it was a bit of paper on the top. Here we go. Third one done. These are looking, and this one's going to be quite. Oh god. It didn't say anything about taking it off the skin, so I'm not doing that. Like, it didn't say anything, so. Okay, so wiggle it through. Don't try and like damage the sausage. Okay, so that's that part. And then the pepper. Although we do have lots of pepper, so I'm going to double this part up. I like pepper. So this will be mine. Shh. It's going to beep for 5. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. 4. 5. And then hopefully your show shut up. See? It's telling me it's reached 200 degrees, basically. we are definitely going to have to look at potentially having. But what I was trying to show you is these bad boys. Look at them. There, you can see them. Just, oh, don't move. So these are going in the oven, and it says put these skewers in a lightly oiled foil. Well, it's not oiled or lined, so it's fine. Move the wedges to the middle shelf and skewer it on top for 20. It's going on the top. We are going to drain our chips just to get the starch off. I like doing that because then they kind of make them more crispier, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to take some of the excess water off of them. Although the thing is, if there's any recipes that you think, oh my god, she should bloody try them, then let me know, because if, like, I'll just continue doing my own thing. So we're just popping that in, putting this bad boy in, the rest of my hip just against it. Usually, because it's been sitting for like 5 minutes, it doesn't usually do the love that noise. Although we do have to shake it every maybe 5 to 7 minutes is what I've done recently in the past. And all you need to do is put a little olive oil on it. And because this is 20 minutes, they kind of marry up quite well. Okay, so here we go, done. And if anyone wants to have a peek at the air fryer I've got, if you put in, I think it's exclamation mark kit, and then you can go have a look. I put it on there, and let's just say I love the little bugger. And we need to use this. Dettol is amazing. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to leave that bowl there. I know it's for cleaning up my wee cheesy chips. And we're just cleaning this. The thing is, like, this bad boy is literally, it's Dettol. That's all I'm going to say. It's like 100% killing machine. I'm coming after you. No! Okay, and whilst that's doing what it needs to do, I suppose the bowl that we have the chips in, and we're just going to pop that in the bucket. So it says wash up the large bowl you use for the veggies. We're not going to, because I don't really want to put in the boiler. I use it quite close to the boiler, and we just, yeah, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, so mix together. How are you supposed to mix honey when it looks like that? So what I actually might have to do is boil some water. Just to kind of slacken it off, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to boil the kettle, we're going to get that, we're going to get a mug, we're going to pop it in, and then we're going to wait for the kettle. Okay, so, and it says mix together honey, cider vinegar, and a pinch of salt. So this is the cider vinegar. I'm showing a wee cute thing. Look at it. All you need to do is rip it. Rip it, she says, and you can walk them out. No, it really won't. I'm sorry for the noise in here, but unfortunately it has to happen. Okay, so that's the cider vinegar. We're gonna, I don't really want it to be runny honey. The thing is, if this doesn't work, I actually do have honey in the house. Let's see, are this going to help? I actually think it might. Okay, so I've literally just boiled the kettle to a sweet touch. There's not that much heat to it. Actually, there is heat to it, not lie. She says after putting her finger in it. And then we need to do salt and pepper as well. So here's our seasoning. I've got these wee bad boys. These are amazing. Salt and pepper grinders. The thing is, you can just get it. Well, I got mine from Asda, and you can get like sea salt and peppercorns, and then you're sorted. The says do any washing up during the meantime. I'd love to do washing up, however, I can't. Although, we do need a grater for our cheese. And I need a little whisk. There's my little whisk. Honestly, baby whisk is amazing. Okay, are you gonna work? Are you gonna work? Now you're kind of melting, that's all good to say. So then it says to serve, which is the main part of the when your sausage skewers are cooked, remove from the oven and cover with foil. Switch the grill to high. Sprinkle the cheese over potato wedges and pop onto the grill, or it's melted. Add the broccoli leaves to the bowl with the dressing, and then toss to coat the leaves. Serve your skewers, with the cheesy chips and salad, and add a dollop of barbecue sauce on the side. That's very easy. Come on, how much does it say for honey? Where does it say it? Honey, honey, honey. Oh, we do need to add oil to this as well. Bugger. It's 1.5 tablespoons. I have this little bad boy. So 1 tablespoon. Whoop. And half tablespoon. Best thing ever. That is in there. Come on, want to get you to work. Oh, it's starting to go, thank God. Okay, so we're going to open it up. And hopefully it's not at the point where it's running honey. And then that means we can literally just split the bag open and it goes in. Oh, actually, it may not work. Concentrating right now. Okay, so where's my tool to scrape? Oh, I put it down here. Spatulas are the best things out there. Come on, you need one too. Okay, so that's as to how much I think I'm going to be able to get out of this bad boy. Okay, so we're going to scrape it down with the whisk that we've got. Okay, and hopefully this will kind of do its own thing and melt. Although I do smell the barbecue. Oh, it smells good. So I'm just kind of like trying to separate the honey. I do think if I put it in the oven just for 2 seconds it will do it. And this will curdle it. So we'll wait and see what happens. Okay, literally just 2 minutes in there just to heat the honey, and then we'll get it out. And then whilst that's doing that, we're going to shake it. Always remember to shake your chips in an air fryer. Makes it better for some reason. Okay, we're looking. Oh, that looks better. See, told you, the heat in the oven would do it. There we go. So whilst that's doing it, we are going to get our cheese. So we're going to give us a wee. That is where the broccoli leaves are going. I'm actually quite excited for this done. Okay, so that can go into there, that in there. This is our rocket, it's been set to the side, opened up, ready to go, to pop in. We're just kind of like trying to tidy up the tiny sweet touch, just so it means that like when I'm finished, like dinner, etc., is all I need to do is come through and do the dishes. Okay, so we've got our bowl, and we are going to start to pop the things in. Usually if I'm doing this like in my kitchen, Well, this is my kitchen, sorry. I'm doing this and I have no one watching me. This is quite new. Is music would be on. I have a little Google Home Nest Hub thing in the background if you can see it. I would have that on and just enjoy. I like it. That can be moved over here, and we have this little block of cheese we need to deal with as well. Look, it's like the tiniest wee bit of block of cheese ever. So let's open this up. We're not going to use these scissors if you remember. They were used for the sausages, so that's why we're not using it. So I've pushed the cheese down just to open this up. And there it is. A little block of cheese. I don't know how I feel on it, it's like a baby. And I mean, it's absolutely tiny. I would go for the bigger grater, it's in that cupboard though, so I'm not going to. And I'm just going to use a handheld one and literally just grate it. Comes out the same way, like, it's a wee bit more crumbly it looks like. If it's bigger chunks of cheese, then like, I don't think anyone's really going to be full story. Come on. And try and not grate your fingers, especially when using a grater. It's one thing I am proud to say that I've done multiple times. Here we go, done. Although there is big chunks on there. Oh no, we can't do that. So cheese is being grated, and I'm just going to wash my hands quickly. I'm not going to put the, what do you call that thing, the rocket into the dressing yet because it's too early apparently. And what time have we got? We've got 11 minutes on the clock for this. Although this, I'm definitely going to be using that. I do like barbecue, and whilst it's here, I've got one can of fizzy juice left. It does mean that we may have to be on the orange juice pretty soon. Oh man. Although, if anyone's got an air fryer, like, you'll understand my passion behind them. I have thought about doing a review on them. Although mine especially, because like I've got mine, and who doesn't like watching something? Like, I was thinking like I could either do it that I'm sitting at my computer and I'm showing it and everything because I don't have a box, so I could show it, and then afterwards is like come through, make chips and then test the chips. My heat was in food at that point when I was thinking about it. Although we will have, I've just seen that my hair's up, so we will have our hair down when we decide to go be pilot for the night. It's just I don't want to have it down when I'm cooking food. Okay, so we are gonna have a fork and a knife prepped and ready to go. And I'm so excited for dinner. Sausages are looking brilliant actually, although what I am going to do is I'm going to turn them just so that they're not getting burnt on either, like on that side. So let's see if we can do this. And flip. And flip, motherfucker. Oh, only with a heat and a necklace don't really go well together, nearly do, so I'm going to say. Okay, so that's been more than there. I was gonna say that'd be more than 5 minutes before we touch the what do you call them things? Wedges. I knew there was a method to my madness, of course. Although what I actually might try and do is I'm going to put the heat off on this. Like, I'll stop it soon because I don't actually think we're going to need the full 10 minutes because, like, if you look at it, I'm going to come out of the picture just for 2 seconds. Like, it's looking pretty good so far. Oops, up a wee bit, sorry. So I don't think it's going to need all the time. It could be, for example, that I just use the heat of the air fryer to then cook the cheese on it. I'm so excited for this cheese part. Like, I'm not used to it. Although this is the first time ever doing something with skewers, and then tomorrow is actually this. I've never tried it before, but so you can see it. Let me see. I'm just making sure that you can actually see it. So it's another HelloFresh. So it's curried crispy chicken breast with Bombay style potatoes, garlicky green beans, and raita. Apparently it takes 35 minutes, and it says eat me early, a little bit of spice on one of your 5 a day. And it's got 8 ingredients actually. It's alright, isn't it? Bombay style potatoes, preheat your oven, air fryer. We know which is the best appliance ever. That. We go back in, we go. Come on, don't do this. I was being temperamental. What can I say? It's like its owner. Oh my goodness me. I'm so excited for this. Although we came on last night to see how it would be, and I think it was a good thing. We actually made French toast, if you remember. I must admit there's much more pressure. I'm just putting on the hot water. There's much more pressure in actually cooking when someone's watching you than doing it yourself. I think I was shitting it. I was like, oh my god, like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't think I can do this. I did do it. I must admit, I did do it. I'm just putting on a basin of hot soapy water just so that means that it can start to soak, and then that means when I finish my dinner, which hopefully will be soon, is I can just literally tweak the stuff and then it's done. And then we're on at 8 tonight, so we're going to go fly the planes. We're in France anyway. It's Côte d'Azur, I think. Here we go. Now you can be quiet while. Côte d'Azur. I don't know where we're going to go actually. If anyone has any suggestions of where we should go, then please hit me up in Discord. That's what I get for eating. Not eating, sorry, drinking the cups. My eyes now. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Oh, it's looking good. And because I've got glasses on, that happens quite a bit. So whilst we are waiting for everything to finish up, I'm just going to pop the rocket into the dressing, and then I shall do a wee bit of, I was going to say jiggy pokey but tossing. Just so that gets all coated. And because I'm quite shit at tossing apparently, like half of it's went out the bowl. Come on, there's hundreds of you, a wee bit of dressing, so you better get your ass in here and cook all of it. Do you ever get that wee because you've got no one to speak to that you speak to your food? Hashtag for the win. Now, I don't know if everyone is going to have some of this, so I might just go mammal. Honey's nice actually. The thing is, rocket is quite perfect anyway, and also I have been out in the garden and I've created a little vegetable patch. So we put in potatoes, pak choy, spring onions, lettuce, coriander, carrots, yeah, onions again, cabbage. So I'm quite excited just to see all this happening, and also I've been growing basil as well. Okay, I think you're close to getting done, my friend. We've also been basil, we've got chilies going, we've got courgette going. Aww, that's sweet. Well, we're really nearly finishing up because like dinner's nearly sorted. Although do we really need to put the cheese? I actually think with the heat of everything that we don't actually need to put the cheese. Although it does say you need to put it on. What to do. That's done. Like, we are going to sprinkle the cheese on here. We're going to melt it very, very quickly. And then we are going to go and eat our dinner. Like, I think because it says 200 degrees, it doesn't say fan assisted. It just says 200 degrees. So that could mean anything. Okay, so let's just get rid of the extra cheese on there because I'm going to use this to plate up. I'm going to help it. Oh man, that looks so good. So I'm just going to put that off because the heat will still like do what it needs to do. So this is one nemesis when it comes to people with glasses. It's the only way to put it. So I'm going to bring this out. Oh, they look good. So if you can just see it. Yeah, you can. Good! So I've got my 2 plates here. And I'm literally just going to pop these on. So tongs are the business. Oh, a wee bit of pepper decided to pop off. I'm not even going to try and put you back on, but you look cute. I'm scared to pick it up with my hands just in case it is going to burn me. And also my eyes are so dry right now because of everything in there. Oh my goodness me. Do you ever get that way that you're just about to start crying? Like, don't you dare. Okay, and we have mine, which are peppered. Oh, these are looking good. And I'm not a person that blows my own trumpet or anything, I can assure you. Okay, that one doesn't want to come off. See, these things happen. And you're gonna have to like give it a bit of coaxing. Okay, so that's that part. Oh, there's a wee bit of onion stuck. I'm going to pop you back into the oven for the day. Yes, I'll deal with you very shortly, so don't worry. I'm going to pop off that, and then we're going to have some chips. I don't know if you can just see it. I'm going to come out. Just like I love them. So we're going to pop our cheesy. They're supposed to be wedges or the hell. They're chips in my book. Although I do think for next time is that we're definitely going to have to use the board as we said. Okay, so sometimes it's easier doing it that way, I must admit. Okay, done. And then we've got this, which is just going to go beside. I'm just going to take it as a bowl because plates are not big. And also, we have this, which is our leftover, what do you call that thing? Leftover barbecue sauce. I knew I was trying to figure out something. And what you'll find is I use a lot of scissors. So I'm just going to do this over mine. Because not a lot of people like barbecue, I'm kind of a fan. So let's see. That is mine. I'm looking at it thinking, oh shit, I've just put over the wrong one. There. I'm so... Well, there we've got it. Barbecue sausage skewers. I'm like trying not to do it too much just in case it bloody falls. I'm quite happy with that, and we're going to take a wee picture. Oh my god, I don't have the best luck if you've noticed. So, picture whilst we've got it. And we've got this plate, so I'm going to put that there. And let's see if we can get it. Although there's that one chip that decides to be an arsehole. Oh, nope. I'm happy with that. But I am going to call it. So I'll be on at 8 PM. I'll be back on my channel. We're going to go Flight Simulator as I mentioned, and we'll see where we go. But take care, and I shall see you in a wee bit. And this is where I find out it's not going to work for me. I did have this working at some point.